Frumby,
Man, like
we're going to Italy, bro. We're going to Champions League.
Italy.
And you heard the song. We're going to Italy.
Why is it Italy though? Why not Spain?
Because it just rhymes, innit? Rather than
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought that's where the draw was going to be done. I was saying. You know what? Let's I know it feels good, but Monday is when we can confirm it.
Nah, listen. Monday's a done deal already, man.
Nah. Don't do that.
Leicester are rolling over already, man.
No. Let's celebrate today, enjoy today's dub, and then prepare again for Monday because it's not a done deal.
Stop being Captain Killjoy, man. Listen,
nah. I'm not about to jinx our experience.
We rolled over these guys.
Yeah. You're saying that now. Before, you man were shook. You man were nervous.
Hey.
You man were talking. They just turned over Arsenal. Like, you man were shook. And now you don't want to say, yeah, confirmed, baby. Nah, fam. On Monday, when it's points confirmed, then I'm a scream.
You telling me you weren't scared now at the start of the game?
But I was nervous, but I'm not saying champagne now, baby. Nah, fam. We still have a job to do on Monday.
Anyway, the performance we put in today, Eddie, spot on. Like, round of applause. Like, from the get-go, we was in their faces. Like, the press was ridiculous. Trippier on my days, like, on a sixpence, the first goal, boom, own goal. But again, what a ball.
They watched the stream, innit?
Huh?
They watched the stream.
Bro, I said to you, when Dan Burn scored with his head, I was like, the first person I thought of was you. I was like, Dan Burn finally scored with his head for once. Finally.
Remember I said it's amazing how we got all these 6 footers, but we don't score from set pieces.
I know.
And all of a sudden, back 2.
That's his first Premier League goal. And he's finally scored with a header. Finally, bro.
But I heard he did the slide on them seagulls.
Oh, yeah, man. And
no shame.
He used to play for them as well.
He didn't do that. Sorry.
Nah, none of that. Listen, he's a Blythe boy at heart, innit? So he fuck them lot. But we just dominated from start to finish, man. Yeah, they got a little goal here, but
what happened there? Because I didn't see the game. So what happened with the goal?
Well, started
because we ain't keeping clean sheets anyway. So
I know. But end of the day, they come out second half. Obviously, we scored that Dan Burn goal was on the brink of half time, innit? So we was going in 2-0 easy. And then, funny enough, Miggy nearly had a chance to make it 3-0. Volley came across. Can't remember who crossed it in. Miggy just volleyed it straight at the keeper. Good save, to be fair. They literally just went up the other end and scored, made it 2-1. But after that, come on, man. We just kicked into second gear. We just did that. Second gear, that's it. Miggy played the Wilson onside from the halfway line. So Wilson had like half the pitch to run down on. Slotted it in.
He took it to composure.
Yeah, man. That's it. And people in the chat were saying, take off Wilson.
I know, I heard.
Just people that are in our chat, yeah. Take off Wilson.
How did Isak play with Wilson? It's not inside it. It's not his position, is it?
Nah. It's got to be one or the other. But listen, that's another conversation, isn't it? But
I mean, for balance, I don't mind because he beat Brighton, so I'll still play against Leicester. But I don't want to see it again next season. Not like that, anyway.
Yeah. I think once we win against Leicester, I'm putting it out there. Once we win against Leicester, then we could just trial it in the last game with it.
Oh, once we win against Leicester, I'm not watching the last game. I don't really care what happens.
What do you mean?
Leicester's our last home game. They'll do the walk around for the fans, and then we're done. If we beat Leicester, they could play me and you on against Chelsea. Could care less.
Me and you.
I actually want us to play. If we beat Leicester, I want us to play a very weak side, so Liverpool know you're still not going to make top 4, regardless.
Liverpool fans, listen. Liverpool fans, it's our year this year. Okay, we're top 4, baby. And look who we've got waiting in the wings. The man, the myth, the legend. Pete has made it.
Man,
yes.
Man, get in there.
Come on.
Eddie Howe's Champions League mags.
This is what I'm saying. Boys. Thank you, Pete. Bring that energy. Brumby's trying to do the whole humble thing. Like, I
have to, man. I'm following my manager's lead, man. I watched the press conference today. He said 1 game at a time. I said, I got you, baby. He said 1 game at a time. I knew we were gonna do well today because Eddie was just so calm in that press conference. He said, watch what I got for these seagulls.
Listen, the seagulls got clipped. They got clipped.
He said, "Don't feed the seagulls at St. James's Park, baby. This ain't the Emirates."
Love it.
Oh man, Pete,
boys.
what's your thoughts on the game, bro?
I am honestly, I am absolutely buzzing. I don't know about you boys, but I've been through the emotions today, man. I'm drained right now. Like I don't even know what to say. Honestly, like literally, I think I got to about probably when Undev scored and it was 2-1, and then all of a sudden it's panic stations. And it was the first time in the game I looked at the clock, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
We got a long half time, second half to go on here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was literally counting down up until Wilson got that third, and then it was happy
Pete,
days.
you must have thought it was coming though, right? You must have thought it was coming because the way we was on them, he was on them though.
We should have been 3-0 up at half time, man.
Yeah.
And that's the frustrating thing, is that not because we were panicking, because like we're thinking, where's the goal coming from? Which is like, we've been on streams before, we've talked about, we ain't scoring for shit. Like, we ain't scoring for shit. But now we're in a position where we're like, we should be 3-0 up, genuinely scoring goals. And we weren't. And it was like, you boys must have thought, you must have thought in the back of your mind, like, are we gonna rue this? Like, are they gonna sneak a second and we're gonna be like, fuck, like hands on the head? Like, you must have been feeling it at some point.
A little bit. I was thinking like, no, don't do this. Don't. We've come so far, and we've been cruising. You know, like there's been games this season where we just started off so well, and then we just mess it up. We either let them back in the game, or we lose, or whatever. But I just thought like we were just so on it today. Everyone was on it. Bruno, the amount of miles that Bruno must have covered today, like, it's ridiculous. He was running everywhere. When he even scored, he did about 16 celebrations. He did this, he did that. He shouted to his cousins in Brazil. He shouted to his cousins in flipping Paraguay.
You know what? He's had a tough 2 weeks in it. He had a tough 2 weeks in it, so he wanted that, man. He needed that, man. Yeah. Hey, imagine I didn't even see the game. I was backstage. I checked the scores before I go on. I see, man, I said it's 2-1. I said, oh my God. So I'm thinking, I'm going to come off stage here and not know the scores. I have to go outside to get reception and check. All I was saying was, just please don't let it be a madness. I check here, my internet's not working properly. It still shows me 2-1. So I'm like, okay, fair enough, 2-1. Yeah. I check again, 4-1. Oh.
Wait.
I started walking different to the station, like, okay.
Question for you, Pete, already, mate. How many brandies you've had already?
Oh, I'm deep. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Seriously, I'm deep, Michael. Cheers,
bro.
I've just poured a new one. I'm deep. Like normally, you know, normally I wasn't. I'll be honest. I was so focused on this game. I was thinking, I'm not even gonna have like brandy. I'm not even gonna have it like anything. I'm just gonna watch the game. But then the panic, and I was just like, nah, I need to settle the nerves, man. I just need one just to settle. And then by the time Wilson hit the third, I was like, where's the bottle at, man? I need to toast this bad boy. And now
but when I saw 4-1, I had to refresh the page twice. Like, are we sure? Hey, we're on crud this season, you know. We just trying to get out 4 goals.
Listen, when we want to turn it on, we turn it on. And the thing is as well, 4-1's light from me. Like, we could have made it 5. Like, Wilson had another chance after that. Put it straight at the keeper. Like, even the Miggy chance that I was just saying to you, from be like, he hit it straight at the keeper. That was literally just before they went and scored. So that could have been 6-1. Like, we're on it. When we're on it, we're on it. So, boy, this is what I'm so confident going into this Leicester game. We could put them to the sword and just show Maddison, look, this is what you're getting next season, Maddison. Like, next season, yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm not even bothered with Maddison next season. You know, I got a new love.
Who?
Soboski, baby.
Oh,
hey, if we pull off Soboski, yeah, I think everyone's going to hate us for life if we pull it off. I think the whole world will hate us.
They already hate us, man. Don't worry.
Oh, no. Have you seen this guy ball?
Listen.
But they will hate us for real.
I want to give a shout out to Statman Keith, who rejoins us back in the chat, man. It's been a minute, man. Statman Keith. I remember when we was doing these during lockdown, Statman Keith stayed strong with us.
Yeah.
So thank you, Statman Keith.
Man. He's there.
He's there, bro. He's there. But you know what? Man of the match is too hard to call for me because there were so many players that just put in a bloody shift. Trippier got it, obviously, but even Willock, who ended up coming off injured, he was running his socks off. Bruno, as I said, Miggy, oh my gosh, Miggy was just, that purple batch found its way back to Miggy. He even stuck it
Big
on
Joe
that.
had 8 fouls. Is that true?
Miggy stuck it on the younger, bro. He stuck it on, he was like, that Enciso was like, yo, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, but
you're my younger.
did you see the replay? The guy that grabbed his face like this and pulled it. So that's why Miggy was pissed.
Yeah.
Miggy won the free kick, and as Miggy's like gone to grab the ball, the guy's grabbed his face and pulled him back, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
After the game, I don't know if you saw it on Sky. Even after the game, like they're still talking about it. They're still going.
Yeah. They kissed the maid up, though, innit? Like,
yeah, he's gone.
No, Miggy told him, bro, you want to play for Paraguay? You got to be more than that, baby. You got to show me some respect.
It was more like, you know what? We won. Allow it. It's one of those handshakes. It's all good. We got the 3 points. Like you gave us what we needed. Go on.
Yeah. It's like, enjoy your little Europa place, man. Don't worry, bro. I'll tell you what Champions League's like next season. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I honestly thought Arsenal made Brighton the big bad wolf as opposed to the 3 little pigs. You know what I mean? Arsenal made them look scarier than they actually were. Like, I was actually thinking to myself, because I read about the Arsenal game, and they said Arsenal were passive. So I just said to myself, well, we ain't going to be passive. Not that St. James is. So if you think it's going to be the same type of game, okay. And it just sounds like we just said to them, bruh, for you to win tonight, if Brian beat us tonight, they deserved it.
Far from it. Like even Manquillo got a run out after we went 4-1 up. Like we pulled everyone out the woodwork. It was like, yo, Jimmy Nail, come on the pitch, man. Get a little run out. And then come on the pitch, man.
To be fair though, I think Trippier got a knock in the second half. He took a knock. I think it was more like an impact, but he was holding like the back of his leg. I don't think it was a hamstring. And he played on for it for a little bit. So it was one of them like Eddie Howe is super protective of him. If he even looks like he's feeling it, even like just a slightly, like he's out. You know what I mean? Subs him off, he's gone. You know what I mean? He's one of them. So yeah, I think it was, who came off. I think Joe Linton came off.
He was colossal today.
They brought Isak off in the end. Like they're just wrapping these boys in cotton wool because we need these boys to go and do exactly the same on Monday and just wrap this up. Like there's no better feeling than securing Champions League football, but doing it at St. James's Park. And for me personally, you throw Leicester into the mix and relegate them. Party, bro.
Hey, Pete, don't take the piss. You didn't make another to wear your Newcastle jersey on Monday around the town to rub it in their face, rude boy.
Hey, Pete, be careful, bro.
I've got a tie. I've got Newcastle tie. I wear it with pride, mate. I wear it with pride.
Listen, I want everyone to say pray for Pete in the chat, like on Monday, yeah, because it could be sticky for him, like walking around Leicester.
I actually feel bad that we have to put it on Leicester, but I want us to put it on Leicester, man. I want them to feel what we're actually feeling right now in terms of, yo, bro, we're going Champions League and you in our way.
Yeah. If we relegate them on Monday, on Tuesday, I'm doing the Vince McMahon walk, man. I'm walking in. The old, what's his name? Conor McGregor. I'm walking in like this. It's all right. On Tuesday. Yeah.
Good. Beat him on Monday, and then Maddison says, yeah, I'm off. Like, you might as well say to the bus driver, do you fancy just leaving me here? Is that all right? Like, there's no point in me coming back. That's it. I'm done.
Do we still want Madders though? Is that a thing?
What? For me, why are you getting all flipping all prestige?
But like I said, now that we're see Madders in there, man, yeah. Last season when we put bids for them, yeah, they didn't force the move to come to Newcastle. You understand what I'm saying? How committed are they? Now that we're in the Champions League, everybody wants to say, I've always loved Newcastle. Now, fam, now we get to pick and choose.
I love it.
Now we in the driver's seat. Listen, if you don't send a letter, if you don't miss 2 training sessions, I send a letter to the club that you got 10 cousins back in Africa, you're not ready to play for Newcastle. That's the criteria now, bro.
Hey, Fumbi, tell me some of them names that you can't pronounce that you want us to sign next season.
Soblowski, rude boy.
You heard about Slavoslav?
Bro, Sobloslai. Hey, if we sign Dominic, his name's Dominic still.
Dominic
DS.
Szoboszlai, yeah.
Bro,
Wait,
we sign
yeah.
him. I will cry next season. I will cry.
Hold on. Pete, tell us how it properly sounds, and then for me, tell me how you think it sounds.
Go on.
His name's Dominic Szoboszlai.
I said Soblowski, Rupert. I don't know where I got the KI from. I don't even know where I found the KI. But it sounded like one of them ski ballers.
You know, the funny thing is, as soon as you said it, I knew you meant anyway.
We'll both of us did.
Soblowski in this. Soblowski is mad. His talent is ridiculous.
Next season, I just want for me to get a shirt like saying Soblowski on the back, like just.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Soblowski on the back. Yeah, if we get Soblowski, then I'm laughing. Yeah.
Who else we get in there? Because like Tony ain't coming for. He ain't kicking ball for a minute, bro. So you know.
I didn't want Tony anyway, to be honest with you. Yeah, he didn't really fit. I think like a floating forward. I mean, they're linking us with everybody now. They said João Felix for 70 million. I said, hell no.
Nah, you could do
That's
one
good.
for that one, man. Listen.
Because Atletico Madrid bought him for
120. 100 and something.
70 million's good for him.
Do you think he's good though?
It's still too much. They should have never paid 120 for him anyway. He weren't worth it.
No.
Wait.
Do you think he's good though?
He's a good player. He's a good, but he, to be fair, João Felix, he needs to find a home.
Yeah.
Like at Atletico Madrid, he was signed there, but he's a young player. He was in, out. He wasn't really getting football. He's come to Chelsea. He's looked okay, but then he got red card in the first game, and that kind of disrupted him. But Chelsea have just been, shit. This
embarrassing.
Season. You can't really like give him. You can't really observe him and give him like a kind of an analysis on him because the rest of the team that he's playing with is shit. Although they're good individual players, they're shit. But if you put him in a system that works, there's no reason why João Felix wouldn't be a great signing for Newcastle. Champions League experience, quality to burn, Portuguese international, still young and got lots of time left in the game. Like it's to be honest, it's the Dan Ashworth type signing, but it's whether they're going to put that money on the table and say, you know what, put it in there. You know what I think would likely to be happening if we were to sign him, loan with the view to buy. That would be that for me. That would be the only way.
Yeah.
To get someone like him in
because Atletico don't want him no more. They don't actually want him.
Mm-hmm.
And Chelsea don't want to pay 100 mil for him.
We'll have him. Add him to
I'll
the
take
list.
him. I want him front.
Pete, there's one for you saying the mighty win saying you get around Pete. Listen, Pete was OG with us. Listen, long before all that. Listen, he's OG. So
Peace to Newcastle rep, Rupert. That's what he's the ambassador. That's what he gets about. You're gonna see him on DL Sports tomorrow. Tell him, oh damn man, what time is it? Hey, tell Potts when you're on that race for Europe, tell Potts, okay? That's how you handle seagulls, Rupert. Tell him that.
Honestly, that chat tonight, silent.
Crickets.
Honestly, Monday, I had Errol, Liverpool fan, going off. I had Toby, the Tottenham fan, going off. I had Potts going off. And there was all eye emojis. Newcastle on Thursday. Oh, big game. Build up to today. Big game. What do you think, Pete? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, they're all big games. Like,
bro,
Park, like we're going to win. Final whistle. I checked the chat. I'm like, what's going on in there?
Where the eyes at?
Nothing.
Yeah.
So I put a message in there. I was like, I thought this chat had been cancelled. I thought it had been closed off. The fact that everyone's so silent. What's going on here? And they're like, oh, yeah. Well done, Newcastle. Well done.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're screwing.
Bro.
So I put a little message in there to Errol and Dan, the Man United fan. I said, over to you.
Yeah. We right here, baby. Bro, my Liverpool ops are waiting. They've been messaging me all week saying we're bottling it, we're crumbling. I just kept quiet because I couldn't be able to go back and forth with, because I don't talk to teams outside the top 4 anymore. That's my thing now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you're fifth, I don't see the point of discussing football.
Hell, bro.
I don't really listen to them. So I just knew my boys. You know what I was telling man? We're missing Sean Longstaff. Mans were laughing in my face. Sean Longstaff? I was like, yeah, we're missing Sean Long. We had Sean Longstaff. We beat Arsenal and Brighton. We already beat Brighton, but we beat Brighton, Arsenal, and Leeds with Sean Longstaff in the team, in my opinion. So, salute to the boys, man. Top 4, Hey, I said 9th this season.
Nah,
Top
how
three.
wrong with you, mate?
Top three. Man, you've got to go and get something at Bournemouth on Saturday. They're away at Bournemouth, so they've got to go and get something. Because if they don't,
And they play Chelsea on Thursday, just before the end of the season. I know.
Yeah. So
it's not really fun for them. It's not fun.
Listen,
and they're looking at the FA Cup as well. So they're trying to think.
They might drop out of that top 4, you know. Liverpool might pick
I think they've got enough points to do it. I think they've got enough easy games to do it.
Honestly, boys, I don't even think Liverpool beat Villa at home. I think I'm not saying Villa are going to win, but I've just got a sneaky feeling that Villa take a point.
I would so love it. My boy supports Villa. I've been praising him all day, knowing that deep inside I hate their team, but I didn't tell him that. Boy, hey, if Villa get a point, is it on Saturday or Sunday?
I think it's Saturday.
They get a point. How sweet would that? And Villa are a good side. Like they can actually do stuff to Liverpool, or that force right back playing up front that they're trying now. Like they can actually exploit that. I just want us to get that. I don't even care about third because Man United fans really want third, so they can say they're above us. They really need it, which is fine. Y'all can have that.
Nah, it's not happening this season. This is our season. This season, like third is ours. Fourth, let man hold fourth for a little minute. Like it's gonna look like this for a lot longer now. Like once we kick into gear and then we get the big boy checkbook out, Man United are gonna have to get used to looking up at us rather than down at us.
Talking greasy already. Hey, 69 points, Pete.
I said it.
But if I'm right in thinking, that's I think that's one of the biggest totals that we've had in the Premier League. I think is it the biggest?
I think the biggest was 71 with Robson, wasn't it? 70 something with Robson.
Yeah, possibly, but I think there was something. I think it's the biggest points total for a certain amount of time. And I think we needed to get over 67, and obviously 69 means we've moved over that marker. So hey, we're on the march. We are nearly there.
I just can't believe it, man. I mean, we all thought Eddie did a good job last season, but yeah, damn.
Manager of the year?
Easy.
Yeah. Although the way Pep is moving right now, I can't front. He does a treble, that he can have it. He can really have it. But my manager of the year of the Premier League will be Eddie Howe, because nobody thought this. Nobody, and we didn't sneak into the top 4. We didn't cheat, but we bossed teams. We whooped asses. You know what I'm saying? Tottenham still sore right now.
Normally, they do the player of the year, young player, manager of the year. They normally do it just before the end of the season and before the FA Cup and Champions League. So, you know, if you're going to wait until the end of the season when all of those competitions are done, I think they will probably give it to Pep. But if they do it when they normally do it, as in just before the end of the season, like it's normally a few days before, maybe on the last game of the season, Eddie Howe, man. Especially if we finish third. From 11th to 3rd?
No, not from 11th to 3rd. Not from 11th to 3rd. From 20th.
Yeah.
From 20th through, boy.
And if first comes in,
yeah, because we come in at we're 20th.
Yeah.
That's like one of the biggest glow ups since Rooney got his hairline back, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That
you know when you see a boxing, you see ignoring school, and then you see a 10 years in the club, you're like, damn, girl.
Hey,
what you been doing?
That Rooney hair still crusty. That weren't no glow up, man. He's like little flakes.
Turkey's finest.
Off the wind.
Statman keep coming in with these stats where Newcastle's best points total since 2002-03 season when they last got
69 points then.
Jeez.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Who would have? I didn't think this, man. I didn't dream of this. I didn't believe this. I thought, you know, when we looked at the signs at the end of the transfer, we were thinking, okay, you know, we didn't splash the cash, fair enough, but, you know, good top 10 finish. Bro, Sean Longstaff is moving like Modric right now.
Like Iniesta, bro.
Bro, they could have done with him in Madrid last night. Longstaff would have gone out like that.
Hey, like 50 Cent said, the top feels so much better than the bottom. So much better.
There's more stress.
You know, I was watching the relegation race the other day, and I was like, so this what it looks like from outside in. I've normally been in it. I know how you guys, I was messaging like Everton fans for counseling. I know how you guys feel. I've been there.
Honestly.
So we third now, baby.
Like, we've experienced both. But this is how it feels now when you're near the top of the league. Is that those teams at the top of the league, they don't give a fuck about the teams at the bottom, man. They don't care. They do not care at all. Like we care a little bit because we know we've been there, so we know how they feel.
Yeah.
Boys have never been down there fighting at the bottom of the league. There's only really there's us, Brighton, and obviously West Ham is still in Europe. So in terms of those top teams that are playing European football, we're the only ones that have been down there fighting is Brighton and West Ham. The rest of them, they've never experienced it, so they don't. We speak to any of their fans, they don't give a fuck, man.
But that's why they can't talk to us, though. That's why no one can talk to us because we've been there from the bottom. You see what I'm saying? We've been there from the darkest days. From the time we used to come on there and say these men just need coaching. How right were we? I mean, I knew they needed coaching, but I still didn't think they were playing at this level.
Isn't it poetic that, like, look, we're on tonight talking about how we've just smashed Brighton at home 4-1 to be one win away from Champions League football. But obviously, before we started it up again, the last stream was the Brighton 3-0 away under Steve Bruce. That was our last stream together when we had that little kind of break in between that, and that was Brighton. They tore us apart. I think the only
was that the one that Lamptey scored in the first 20 minutes, and then man just ripped us.
No, this was at their ground, so they won 3-0.
Oh.
And the only shot near to goal was when Fraser hit the post early in the second half. But like that,
who's Fraser? Who's that?
The guy in the under-21s.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully, Forest will pay 15 million for it.
We're the feeder club to Forest now. What's that about?
Yeah. Hey, to be fair, are Shelby and Wood are not playing, are they?
Wood's injured and Shelby's banished. He's banished.
And them are not picking up points. We did them dirty.
Nah, don't do that again, man. You had Forest fans in the inbox last time, bro. For me, don't do that, bro. You're gonna have Pippin at your next gig. If you have people throwing tomatoes at you at your next gig, you know it's not no Forest fans.
Imagine the two Newcastle men out the team, and Forest have actually picked up points.
They spent nearly 30 million for the privilege.
Nearly 30 million. I can't even talk.
Oh man. Oh, yeah, I think you've got someone who's thinking along the same wavelength as you from me. They don't want Maddison no more. They want your boy. I'm not gonna try and butcher his name, but they want your boy.
We think about Maddison. I think he's a great player, but I don't know. I just question him, Tielemans, and all them top boys who Leicester have gone out with the thongs on. So I'm just kind of like, are these men mentally on it, or are they just prima donnas for reason? I would take both of them. Don't get it twisted, but I just feel like now that if we make that Champions League, I feel like at one point these players were holding us to ransom. Bruv, we can do what we want now. Top 4 with Saudi money. Bruv, you're gonna have players telling you it's been my dream. You know when motherfuckers start saying it's my dream, you know damn well.
I had sheer pictures on my wall.
Shearer pictures? They're going to be saying that.
No, not even Shearer. I had Warren Barton on my wall. Warren Barton.
These guys weren't even born then. They're going to be saying, yeah, I had Demba Ba on my wall. I had Papi Cissé on my wall. Florian Tony was my idol.
You're going to have the man that's trying to be a bit. Let me show them that I know Newcastle for real. I was a big fan of Didier Domi. You don't know about him, do you?
Did you? Oh my
God. We're in the driver's seat with this transfer window, bro. We're in the drive. The moment we put that, before we put that little when they want the bumpers, the Newcastle tax. So we're going for like a Gordon. They say 60 million. Now when we say we want 40, they say no, we're holding that for 60. You know what's going to follow? Player has missed 3 training sessions this week.
Wait, he'll try. You know what he'll do? He'll do an Odin Wingy and turn up outside
the training ground room. But next thing you know, Newcastle have agreed a fee in principle of never 50 million mark. Bro, we're moving nuts next season. So Maddison and them, man, it's not about we want Maddison. Maddison, are you ready to play for us? Are you ready to level up? Because we're doing relegation next season, bro. We're playing against Rapid Vienna. You know the man there? CSK, Musquata. You know them teams there? We're going around them places. No. We're going around. Hey, you ever played the Bernabeu, rude boy? We're going to the Allianz, rude boy. So we don't need Lele, man. We need big boys. You understand? Yeah.
You know what? Like the one thing I wanted to ask you about is obviously there's a lot of talk in the chat about the Maddison and the Szoboszlai, the deal. Like Szoboszlai's, I mean, he's coming from Leipzig. He's a top player. Scored the winner at the weekend. Like he's a top player, no doubt about it. But he's got rumored to be a €70 million euro buyout clause, which is about 60 million, which is the same as what we paid for Isak. So we've paid that sort of money before. So I'm not worried about that. But you've got a Maddison who's got 1 year left on his contract, and you could probably make out of Leicester for 40 million. Do you take that deal because it's cheaper? You're getting a player that people might not consider at Szoboszlai's level, but it might then open up that extra 20 million to go and sign someone else that's a baller, say left back or number 6 or whoever. Like, would that come into your mind, or do you not care? Do you not care? Is it like you want to get the best player you possibly can? What saying?
I agree with you on that one, to be fair, because even 70 for the kid is a lot. And if we can get Maddison, because again, Maddison's fee will drop down. My only worry with Maddison is last season, it was a feeling of we need this brother. You know what I mean? So he comes around with the big bollock shoulder, like, yeah, they're signing a big boy here. The way I honestly feel now, I feel like he has to level up to play for us. And I want him to understand that. Are you ready to level up to play for us? Because you ain't coming in here like the precious stone. We got gems already, bro. I got heroes in the team already. So if you're coming to the team thinking you're our savior, then he's got the wrong mentality. Can he play? Is he here to sit on the bench and learn and come on and start doing bits? Because I still like Joel Willock. I still like the team players in the team. And last season I'd have been like, oh man, we need a player like Maddison. Now I look at it like Maddison needs a club like us, because this is his last dance.
Yeah. We also need someone to like potentially rival Longstaff as well, because again, we just
100%. Two players.
Yeah, because we've seen how much of a miss he is. Like as soon as he's out of the team, Leeds game missing, like the Villa game when he went missing. We were missing, sorry. So we definitely need that replacement as well. And then I just feel like we need another striker as well, just because we're playing European football next season, lads. I think we need
more than what you've just mentioned, bro. I think we need more than that.
That's light. That's just light. Yeah.
Yeah, I want everything. I want ridiculous. I want smart. I want future. I want backup. You know what I mean? I want to sign a new catering team just for the fun of it. I want to announce everything we've signed. We don't sign a new postman, sign a new pitman, sign a new groundsman. I want everything announced. And then you know what? Yeah, I'm still holding back, because Monday's another big game. But Monday, the stream, hey, I'm going to have brandy. That's how bad it is. And I don't even drink. I'm going to have brandy.
Boy, okay.
If we make top 4, do you know what I've been looking for to Newcastle for the past 20 years? Nothing. I mean, one time I came on the stream and I said to you, man, these games are depressing, man. I'm watching my club fade away, like into obscurity. That's what it was like. Like, we're just going nowhere. And today, like, even the nerves we all had, and I felt good about that. It's like, this is what Trippier said. Trippier said, pressure's a privilege. I wrote that down myself, rude boy. Thinking, look how my players are thinking now. Pressure's a privilege, rude boy. We live for these moments. I said, Brian, are you hearing this? It's my rude boy. And now look, man, one more game on Monday in front of the fans. We get to go into top 4. Bruv. What a season. Eddie Howe statue.
So close, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
So close.
Right, let's get some final predictions for Monday before we wrap it up, because bedtime and that. What we say, lads?
I'm gonna be respectful in it. I want a respectful beating, 2-0, 3-0. Okay. But I really think, listen, Leicester, they should not let us score in the first half. Because I think if it gets good to us, we're going to try and steamroll them.
Yeah,
because we're at home, the feel good factor. Remember the Southampton game for the Carabao Cup second leg?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be like that.
Now, just to add to that, we're probably going to be missing Willock now for the season because he went off with the hamstring injury.
Yeah,
It looked like a bad one as well. He had to be helped off the pitch, like it was a bad one. So we've got Willock now injured. To be fair, Elliot Anderson came on and did the job. Fair play to him. So we are thin on the ground. I'm not saying that's going to be an excuse. I still think we win. I'll throw out threes. I said we're 3-0. It's about time.
I watched them against Liverpool, and I thought, let me see what this team is really about. They're at home. This is a one big chance to get out of that bottom three, but they had nothing.
Honestly,
they had nothing.
Yuri Tillemans. Oh Jesus Christ, that guy was absolute crust, man. If we honestly. I swear, and we could be potentially signing him on a free transfer. If I'm Eddie Howe, I'm saying to my midfielders, target Tillemans, target him, just play on him,
stick on him,
because you're gonna get joy all day long. Like he was like deer in headlights. First 30 minutes against Liverpool, it was crazy. But I think we'll win. I think we'll win. I think we're there now, one win away. Whether it's the players, whether it's the fans, whether it's the mixture of both, I do genuinely believe that we'll get over the line. I really, really do.
Yeah, same here.
Me too. I think we'll win on Monday. I knew today I felt today would win. Just that home thing. That Arsenal game, we just wanted it too bad. And we played the occasion, like I keep saying, as opposed to the game. Today, from what I heard, we played the game. We played the game today, bro. We said, what's the objective today? 3 points push us closer to Champions League. Okay, where them motherfuckers at?
And the game plan was just so on point. Like the press started from Wilson, Miggy, like just running socks off. We targeted certain players, like their left back tonight. Oh my god, he had an absolute mare.
He's a good player. Well,
he is as well.
Toast.
Do you know the maddest thing? Against Arsenal in the first half, Arsenal had opportunities because they pressed them to score, but they shammed about. This is me. If we do that to them, we're going to score from it. Or we'll create enough chances to score. Or we'll put enough pressure on them today. A goal's going to come.
You're right there, Clint. Honestly, we targeted him big time. He ain't had a lesson like that since he was back in school, man. Seriously. I'm not even joking. He got a lesson from Miggy today, without a doubt. Like, whole game got rinsed time again. But what are you thinking? What's your score prediction, man?
I'm saying
you can't sneak away that easily, man.
Nah. I'm saying fours. I'm thinking we're gonna put in a stellar performance, a Rolls Royce performance. I think we're gonna put them to the sword, and we're just gonna make an example of these lot. These lot were playing Champions League football not too long ago, winning Premier Leagues not too long ago, FA Cups not too long ago, and now they're going down. We're taking their best players as well on the way down. We're going to make an example of these bitches. And that's it. That's how it's going to go down. Yeah, I said it. Fours. I said fours.
Disrespect Leicester, but I support it, though.
Oh, bless him. Shout out Gary Lineker and all them, man, in Leicester, yeah. But, yeah, big up. But, yeah, you're getting dealt with on Monday. That's it. The two
coming for you.
We win on Monday. Everyone has to have a drink. We do a nice little toast to win to then and to now, baby.
Everyone in the chat, make sure you come back Monday after the game. We're all celebrating. Make sure you bring your drinks. We're all celebrating as one together because we've all been through the journey. Statman Keith, I want to see you in there. Mighty Win, you've been giving it to people now. Make sure you bring your drink. Everyone, flipping hell, we're having a toast. We're toasting to Champions League football. Good times ahead for all of us involved, yeah? That's been all of us. Thank you for watching and see you lot on Monday. Big up the tune.
Hey, man like Pete, man like Clint. Hey, Monday, yeah? We're going to boogie, baby. All right, shout out to the lads. Bless. Away the lads.
So.